Or this Asing, you are now watching Asing Excel TV. Today we would like to share how to join the captions of the selected checkboxes. Let's go to Developer tab and click on Visual Basic. Double click on the user form. I'm going to right click in this command button. So let's double click it. Instead of using a for loop with a dummy be set equal to 1 up to how many checkboxes that we have, I'm going to create a dummy for which we can run through each of them, and these dummies are placed in the user form. We can type user form 1 or simply me followed by dot controls. This method is more convenient. This is because we don't have to bother what are the names of these checkboxes. In other words, it is not an issue if the numbers are not in sequence. Let's back to the command button. Since I run through each of the controls, which means that we have to create an if statement to check the type name of this control, since there might be more than one type of controls on the user form. For example, we have label, checkboxes, as well as command button. To avoid running error, we should first check the type name, and the type name must be equal to checkbox. This is case sensitive. Make sure we spell it correctly, and remember to type together with the quotation marks, since this must be in terms of string. If this is the case, we should check further with another if statement, and we should check on the value of this checkbox. If it is true, which means that this is selected, then we can create a dummy, let's say my text, to join the caption. Firstly, I'm going to link it with the existing text that I collected, and now use emphasis to join the caption of the next checkbox. Use comma and space to join the caption of the next checkbox. Start with if. Of course, we have to end with if. Another if statement, so end another if. Finish the first control, proceed to the next, and we can now use a message box to show the result. Type as string, which means that we need quotation marks. I'm going to show this message you have selected, and now link it with the captions that I collected. So we have my text here. Another emphasis to end this statement, that is with full stop, also with quotation marks, since this must be in terms of string. Close bracket to end this message box. And now back to the spreadsheet. Click on this command button to show this user form. Simply select a color and click on OK. And we should notice that there is a comma in front of the color, even though we select only one color. This is a bit weird. So let's back to Visual Basic to make some amendment. Back to command button. When checking the value of the checkbox, we can create a dummy, let's say I, to perform head count. That is, whenever if the I value is equal to 1, which means that the user selected only one checkbox. Then, instead of joining the text of the previous checkboxes and the next checkbox, we should have only the caption for the selected checkbox, since we have only one checkbox. Otherwise, then only we join with the previous captions. Since we introduce another if statement, remember to end with another if. Let's back to the spreadsheet, call the user form. Let's say we select only one color and click on OK. This time without the comma, as we can see here. However, let's say we selected two colors and click on OK. So we have a comma in between the colors. However, let's say we have 3 and OK. So we have 3 colors. If let's say we want to have the first and instead of a comma in between the second and the last colors, then we have to make some amendment again. Let's back to Visual Basic, back to command button. I'm going to copy the for loop starting from for each checkbox up to the value through then. Copy this and paste it before the code. I'm going to introduce another head count by using different dummies. Let's say bn. To perform head count, simply set equal to Excel plus 1, and we can now end these two if statements. So end if for 2 times. Finish the first control, we should proceed to the next, and now move on to the if statement to make some amendment. Previously, we differentiate between the first first one and the others. Now we should set another condition where we have to check whether the checkbox is the last checkbox that we selected. That is exactly equal to the number of head count. If this is the case, then instead of having a comma, let's copy and paste it here. We should change comma to N. If not the first one or the last one, then only we have else for comma. Let's back to spreadsheet to check the result. So click on this command button to call the user form. Simply select only one color and click on OK. So we have black, no comma, no N. Click on OK. Let's say this time select two colors. So click on OK, no comma, but the word N. How let's say we selected three colors, and this time we have comma, we have N. So this is the result that we are looking for. How let's say the user did not select any color and click on OK. The problem here is we have this message saying that you have selected and simply end with a full stop. This is a bit weird. So let's back to Visual Basic to make some amendment. Back to command button, we should create if statement for this message box. So if let's say the head count is equal to 0, which means that the user did not select any checkboxes, then instead of having this message, I'm going to copy this, paste it here, and simply type you have selected nothing. If not equal to 0, then only we join with full stop and the message that we want. Start with if, of course we have to end with if, and the coding part is now done. So back to spreadsheet and check the result. Click on the command button to call the user form. Don't select any color and click on OK. So you have selected nothing, correct? Select one color, click on OK. So only with the full stop, click on OK. Select two colors, click on OK. We have the word and full stop, correct? Let's say we need three colors, click on OK. So we have comma and correct, OK. How let's say 4, click on OK, comma and correct. So let's say we want to close this user form. Once we have seen the message, let's back to Visual Basic, back to the command button. After we have seen the message, we can unload the user form, that is unload me. So back to the spreadsheet, click on the command button. Now select one color, click on OK. After we have seen the message, when we click on OK, the user form is closed. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this. See you.